So I got some good insight for you guys today in this video because just earlier today, I was having a conversation with a 19-year-old girl that has some interest in me, and I don't really know about her to be honest, but there's a lot of things I've realized, and that's what I'll get to later on in this video. But as for now, I'm gonna let you guys in on her reply to my question, which I asked her, in your opinion, why do you think that the average modern woman plays so many psychological games with men? And I also asked, why does the average woman gather so much attention while giving nothing back in return? Because this is what's going on today. She said, for me personally, I only play games because it's the only way to attract men. And proceeds to say, if you're easy, or in other words, not toxic, men treat you like garbage. I get what she's saying. There's some truth to this, but it's not all true. You don't have to just be Mrs. Perfect, Mrs. Nicey Nice, treat him like royalty straight out the gate. You also don't have to be so far-fetched and toxic. Like, there's got to be this in between. And I think the same thing for men. I don't think you should show so much interest in just, oh my God, and I don't think you should be too toxic. I think both parties should be kind of in the middle of not giving too much, but not giving too little, of just, you understand she has some interest. She understands you have some interest. You see where things go. Like, I don't understand why it has to be so much or not enough. I don't understand. And her also reply as to why women gather so much attention while giving nothing back in return. Her answer to this is because of guys. They just love looking at women, so we don't need to do anything because they're very available. This is very true. This is why guys can't spend their time focused on just giving so much attention to women when you're not getting nothing. But then here's the thing about this today. And this is why it's an impossible game to win. Because if you don't, then she thinks, oh, he must not like. It's always something that's wrong. And that's why it's an impossible game, and they can't even see past it. Because, like, if you just expect to hang out too quick or something, then they think in their head, oh, he just wants to get on me. He just wants to get in my pants. He just wants to do this. He just wants to do that. But then if you give too much attention, you lose. Because you're giving too much attention. You're not getting nothing back in return. Nothing is happening. It gets to the point where you have to meet the individual. So there's just so many things that's backwards today about the whole dating scene and stuff like that, and it's horrendous. And she also said, and things should be this way, and it's how it should be, because not enough men chase women. I think men forget that they are meant to chase us and win us over, but now guys expect women to chase them, which is crazy. Yes, women should not be chasing men. Men should give a little chase like they're trying to win her over, but what she don't realize is how much women play games. Like, yes, you should reach out. Yes, you should approach. Yes, you should initiate conversation and keep talking, but you have to give us something back. You have to give us something to work with. If you have dry responses, there's not much you can do. So if she thinks the answer is to be toxic, to act like they don't care, to be that way, it is a turn off. It's not a turn on. How can I be turned on by that? Your attitude stinks. You can't be turned on. It's just like there's an unlikable person that I'm conversating with. There's nothing there. So this is what it is. So there's a lot of there's a few things in this that has some truth to it, what she's saying, but there's also some things that need to be corrected clearly. I just think a lot of the times today, especially these younger modern women, they're putting so much on the men to perform. Like too much. Yes, you should approach. Yes, you should put up a bit of a chase, a bit of one. But too much. I'll tell you what happens when you give too much of a chase. You come off needy. You come off desperate. You come off like you have no options. You come off like you can't get nothing. You relinquish all your power. You're just putting her on a pedestal of some goddess queen. They don't want that either. So everything they say contradicts itself. Everything. Like, it's an impossible game to win. They make it impossible. You just gotta, like, we're talking about the like average modern women. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about that rare woman out there that things are gonna go right, which that's what everybody hopes for. She also proceeded to say, dating hurts my brain. I just want a man who doesn't have issues or is at least willing to work on himself, but apparently that's a huge ask. There's lots of men working on themselves. Lots. There's lots of men who's already self-made. Maybe not lots, but there's some men that's already self-made. Even those men. There's women far below those men, and those women will play games like with those types of men. Like, it's ridiculous, guys. It's out of this world. And yes, I believe men should put up a bit of a chase, a bit of one, but it's when they start to make it impossible and start to put you in a position that's disempowering you on purpose. That's where it becomes a no-no, because what are you doing? You don't do that. They put us in a position like on a chessboard where we can't make a move because it's going to be wrong. That's what don't make no sense. You just have to end and dissolve the situationship you're in. That's the only thing you can do. So it's horrendous. And another point I wanted to make, something else I mentioned as well. I let her know, like, yeah, that's bare minimum to ask for if you just want some guy that doesn't have issues, that's at least willing to work on himself. That's bare minimum. Of course, that's bare minimum. But there's guys above that, which probably had an opportunity with you, and you probably were toxic. So a lot of things they think, bro, like this, like the way she thinks is how majority of girls her own age and some a little bit older think. That's how they think. I basically told her, I just want a good looking girl that isn't too old and didn't damage herself to the point of no return and doesn't want to party her life away and wants to do things the right way. Is that too much to ask for? That's bare minimum. But why damage yourself? Why go crazy? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You're doing yourself a disservice. You're only getting further and further away from the better men that you could have got. It doesn't make any sense. Things just don't make sense. Like, women today just don't want to listen to men at all and what they have to say. They just listen to each other. They just think they're right. They just think that things they're doing is how it should be, and it's just not the truth. It's just simply not. So this is what you're going to get, guys. I mean, psychological games. things they're going to do to be toxic, to try to disempower you on purpose, bro. There's women that will go up to your friends and triangulate you, which happened to me. To tell one of your own friends to reach out to her to talk to her because she finds she's into you. Just for you to do that, just for her to ghost you. Because she wants you to chase her hard. She wants you to go hard, bro. And some advice I'm going to give you guys going forward, stuff that I'm starting to realize. You might actually have to do this dumb stuff to have some success. But you're putting yourself at risk of being labeled creepy. That's what I don't want to happen. I don't want to go so hard after some girl. Like, how hard do you want me to chase you? I'll chase you around the gym in circles. What do you want? I will ride you like an ostrich to the grocery store and back. What do you want? Like, the thing is, I just don't want to be labeled creepy. And none of you guys do either. There's so many things that could happen. And what do? They just sit back and it's just their ball field and it's their game. And it's like there's no pressure on them. They just feel like they're perfect. They need to be won over. It's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, you can't even meet them, bro. You can't even... Bro, I've come across some of these girls I've talked to before. Not impressed. That's the thing. That's the thing. Not impressed. I think subconsciously they know this, which is why they do the things they do, because if they had the confidence to actually see you, to actually get things going, they probably would do it. Like, things are just so backwards today, dating so backwards today, and the fact that women make it an impossible game, modern women anyways, that's why most men are just riding ostriches away from women. Just getting as far away as possible. Like, I know many guys, even some friends I have from here, bro, they dabble themselves in with so many different females and they try and things just always fail. And then these guys are fairly decent guys that should be able to get most of these women. And the same things happen. And there's some that it's going to work with, but it's like, is it the one you want? It's usually not. It's usually always the one that you want is the one that plays those kinds of games. That's just what it seems like, isn't it? It's the ones you don't really care for. It's the ones you don't find that attractive. It's the ones that's just whatever. You're not really that into them. It's just, it is what it is. It seems like those are the ones that things could work with on any given day. But the more attractive ones that you're more aligned with, they find you attractive. It's not that they don't find you attractive. They find you attractive, bro. You talk to them for periods of time. They show you many signs that they're attracted to you, but it's like when things start to get real, it seems like it's an issue and all these games pop up, all these psychological mind games appear, and that's the exact moment they make the game impossible. Because if you chase, they ignore, they write you off. Some of them could call you creepy. Some of them could tell you, stop talking to me. Some of them could tell you whatever they want to tell you. And then if you don't chase, well, he must not have been that interested. So it's like, that's what you get. That's why it feels impossible. Like, There's not much else you can do besides walk away. Anytime a situation like this has happened to me in my life in the past, I have just walked away. And 90% of the time, they have regretted it. They have come back. They have shown interest again. And my pride might have got in the way, and it's just like, I'm just going to reject her completely. Because like, once you frustrate me in that kind of a way, I just don't even want to look at you anymore. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be near you. I don't want to look at you, because that's the kind of stuff you're doing. I'm going to write you off and never look back. So for the women that think to be toxic is the answer and do all those things, and just, you could have sky high interest, but you will never tell him the truth. And it's not like you have to say, I have sky high interest in you. You don't have to say it, but at least show certain things that you're into this at least a little bit. Give us something. But today, they want to do the complete opposite. The complete. Even if they do have sky high interest, they do the complete opposite. They act the complete opposite, and it's just a psychological mind game. It is gaslighting. And things just don't feel right. The vibes are insane. It just doesn't make you feel good. They just want to do things, bro, to just tear you down. Purposely. Can we get him to chase? Can we get him to do this? Can we get him to do that? They're just mental gymnastics. It's putting you through these hoops. It's making you all those kinds of things. And I don't think any woman on the planet is worth that, to be honest. Some guys live in that, bro, and it's like, I don't understand how. Like, I've been involved in those situations before, but I never lived in it. I was in it, and when I realized I was in it, I was out just as quick. Because I can't keep doing this. Like, okay, you can do some things here and there. I can take it. But is this going to keep continuing on after a month, 3 months, half a year goes by? Is that stuff going to keep continuing? Because that's the impossible game that we're talking about. That's the impossible game. And they don't realize what they're actually losing until it's gone. When your mindset is fixated on being gone and you eliminate this female from your mind of ever being with her again, that's typically when they feel some sort of urge to talk to you again, to try to get your attention, to get back with you or something like this. I swear to God. They have to push us to the brink of like them being there, and to push us away, like to be rude about it too. Like it's insane. And I don't get it. It's a turn off. It's a turn off. When I feel I don't have a female, bro, I'm turned off by her. She can go from good looking in my eyes and something special to the complete opposite. Like this. I kid you not. I don't think they even realize this. I don't think they do. I don't know what they do and don't realize. I just think they think they're just creatures and they're here and they have to be won over. And I'm perfect, somebody win me over. Like, I don't know. I don't think they can ever put themselves in the shoes of a man to see what that's like, because they just think. And it's not that they're not a prize. I think anyone can be a prize. But you can't view the other person as just useless, because that's what they tend to do. Like, not really, but kind of. Like, that's just how they act. So they want to act like they're the prize, but they don't want to give you anything, even if you're severely more high value than they are, which is crazy, because you're being gaslit. It's like, your attitude towards me is not adding up. You think being toxic is the answer, even though you low-key have sky-high interest. You think that's the answer. It's not the answer. You're only pushing us further away. You're only making us lose interest, not the opposite. That's how it is, folks. So it's funny. Yeah, this happened earlier today with this 19-year-old girl, and yeah, that was her answer. Basically, if you're not toxic, that men ain't gonna like you. I think you should be hard to get as a woman to a degree, but it shouldn't be an impossible game. You shouldn't have to devalue a man to see what's going to happen, to see if he's going to come back, to see if he's that interested, because if you do that to a man of value, he's not coming back. He's not coming back. He's worth more than that. Men of value deserve respect, not that kind of behavior. A low value man that could never pull a female like that, he might try to come back because he's so fixated on you because, oh, I had an opportunity. Maybe if I just keep trying and I'm just here, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work. No man of value is going to put up with that behavior. Go for a coffee at Starbucks. Sit face to face, have a conversation. It can be cool, it can be chill. It don't have to be crazy energy. Just chill, cool, whatever's going on, and just have a conversation. And you don't have to be so nicey nice to each other because that's just weird. I'm not like that myself. We can just be cordial. Cordial. Slowly get to know one another and just have conversation. It's that simple, but they don't make it that simple today. It's wasted time. And like I said before in videos, men want an ROI. Men want an ROI, a return on investment. A woman is the greatest investment, or a man that has a woman, that will be his greatest investment. Like the woman he chooses to be with, that's going to be his greatest investment over anything else because she's going to make or break things. So if you want to make a terrible investment that's going to tear down your home, that's going to tear down your mental health, that's going to tear down your finances, that's going to tear everything down, do you want to commit to a woman like that? No man on earth would say yes. But the truth is, some men on earth don't know what they're getting themselves into. That's why you become a man of value. Have some experience. Don't be so fast to commit, to get married, to have a kid with someone you don't even really know that much. Take your time. But investing into the right woman, treating her well, things are well, it's going to be a great investment. She can do things for you. You're obviously doing things for her. She's going to live rent-free, mortgage-free. She's going to live free. And you're going to do a whole lot more other than that. Anytime you guys go to eat, you're probably going to pay for that. And all the other things you're going to do, which will be many other things. Any vacation, you're probably going to pay for it. Just whatever it might be. There's tons of things I could say, but that's enough. You understand? And in return, she's probably going to cook. You might cook the odd thing. I know I will. The odd thing. I'm not going to cook the major stuff, ever. I ain't doing it. Because if you want to live free, it's only fair. Like, that's why, bro, women cook and clean and do those things. Because you're living for free, essentially. There's so many things you get for free. You get the value, you get the presence of a man. He can give you a family. He can give you a roof over your head. He can provide for you. He can buy you stuff. He can buy you food. He can protect you if something ever happens. That's a lot of value, bro. The least women can do is literally take care of the house inside of the house. Like cook and clean, bro, I can do that easily. It's nothing. It's nothing to me. It's not hard. Not hard. I ain't gonna be messy myself. I lick my plates clean, bro. I know that sounds funny to you guys, but bro, I swear to God. When I'm done eating my food, the way I live by myself, I lick my plates clean. I don't have time to dirty a bunch of dishes and stuff. I'll wash my dishes every couple of weeks up to 1 month. I use 3 dishes. I have a bowl, a small plate, and a big plate. Those 3 dishes, that's all I use for my food. I will lick the plates clean to save time. And I'll wash them every couple of weeks to a month. I'm not gonna die. I'm healthy. It ain't gonna kill me. Hasn't killed me yet. Here I am, healthy as a whip. Riding ostriches. But you just get the point. It's not that much to ask for. Women oftentimes forget how much value we actually bring. It's like everything just goes past their head. Like, you guys gotta be smart enough as men to make them realize what's what. And if they wanna give you attitude, if they don't wanna do bare minimum, loss of interest. Any man of value is gonna lose interest. The games are useless. The lack of good morals, useless. Their lack of compliance, useless. It's no good. If every single female heard this speech, and it's so simple, they would start to think a little bit differently, but then again, some of them ain't gonna care, and that's your downfall. You don't care. You probably should care. At least some. Like, men have to care. We have to care what we provide. We have to care how good we do. We can't not care. We can't just sit around, play video games, and just eat Cheetos and just whatever. We don't have anything going. We don't have our own places. We don't do this. We don't like it. We can't do that. So why should you be able to just expect everything and just no value? That's the thing. But anyways, that's it for this video, bro. I just thought I thought I'd make a topic on this video for the simple fact that this has just happened today, and it was an answer that I was expecting, to be honest. It wasn't that bad of an answer and that bad of a reply. I even told her that myself. It's just there's a few things in there that needs to be adjusted. She's only 19 herself, so she's gonna learn. But there's a few things in what she said that is right, but not all of it. And that's what needs to be adjusted. But with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.